Achtung, Achtung, Blackburn Rovers sees nächste Woche wir haben mehr Champions League Fußball. And I got predictions right here on the channel coming up live. That's right, folks, back once again with the Matchday number 4 Champions League predictions coming up on the channel. If you're new, make sure you smash that subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Champions League related, world football related, all here on Halloween and beyond, boys and girls. So if you are here, be sure to get your predictions ready nice and early. If you're not here, get them in the old comment section down below. I'm coming here a little bit early, but we've got to get into it. We've got a lot to talk about, so let's get going. Hopefully, we're going to have a couple of people joining us. If not, hello, there's Liam Martin. There we go. We're all good. All good. Let's jump into the thick things, folks, and take a little look at the last round of matches. Now, before that, a bit of admin for you, folks. Yes, I do have a Patreon page, and yes, I keep going on and on about it, but no one seems to check it out. At least one of you go over there and check that sucker out. And have a little visit, click on a couple of links, have a little look around, see what you find. There might be some Easter eggs knocking about. You never know. Anyway, folks, so let's take a look back at matchday number 3. And I'll tell you what, hello, Von Zuma here. Welcome. Zero Central is here as well. Welcome to Champions League matchday number 5. Now, we're going to take matchday number 4, sorry. So this is over the halfway stage now, but we're going to look back at matchday number 3, see how well we all got on. I'll tell you what, I did pretty good. If you got 0 to 5, you're in the red face gang. 6 to 10, you're in the straight face club. And then 7 or 11 plus, you're in the top banana. What? Good evening, Russell Frost. Welcome. So that is top banana right there. So these are the results, and hopefully I've got them in the right order. If not, yes, it'll be a bit of an egg on my face. So be sure to have your picks ready for matchday number 4. So we're going to kick it all off out in Group A. Let me just hop over there, make sure I'm on the right group. Yes, it is. Bruges did take care of... Bruges played PSG over in Belgium. That was a 5-0 win on that bad boy. Actually, with a 2-0 win on this one, so not too shabby on this one. Galatasaray lost at home to Real Madrid. Actually went with the Turkish team on this one. Didn't do too well, my friends, on that bad boy. Meanwhile, into Group B, Spurs put a bit of a barnstormer down against Red Star Belgrade. 5-0 demolition. Actually went... I went with a 3-0 demolition on this bad boy. Olympiakos gave a bit of a fight against Bayern over in Greece. 3-2 final score in favour of the Germans. I went with a 3-1 win on this one, so not too bad. Into Group C, Shakhtar Donetsk and Dinamo Zagreb battled out to a 2-2 draw. Actually went with a 1-0 win on this one, so not brilliant. Manchester City put 5 past Atalanta. And you know what they did on the weekend? They put 7 past Udinese in response to that. So a bit of a response from them. Maybe they'll respond against Manchester City this time around in Italy. Actually went with a 3-0 win on this bad boy. Hello, Promise Fabian. Welcome. Atlético Madrid, they put a 1-0 win past Bayer Leverkusen. Job done for them. Actually with a 3-1 win on this one. And Juventus they got the 3 points against Lokomotiv Moscow. 2-1 final score. I actually went with a 2-0 win on this one in the end. Salzburg against Napoli was a 5-goal thriller, but it was edged by the Italians. I went with a 1-1 draw on this one. And Liverpool did put 4 past Genk, not Ghent. Apparently some fans went to Ghent, which is a different part of Belgium. And they had to, I think they settled with the Wolfsburg match in the Europa League. Talk about Europa League in a little bit later on. 4-1 final score. Actually went with a 3-0 win for Liverpool on this one. Inter Milan beat Borussia Dortmund over in Italy as well. 2-0 final score. 2-1 for me. And Barcelona did beat Slavia Praha over in the Czech Republic. 2-1 final score. And I actually went with a 2-0 win on that one as well. Into Group, what are we at now? Group G. Leipzig did beat Zenit St. Petersburg 2-1 final score. Actually went with a 3-0 win on this one. And Benfica did beat Lyon. Surprise, 2-1 there. I actually went with a 2-0 win for Benfica myself. And then into Group H, surprise on this one, Chelsea did beat Ajax 1-0. I actually went with the Dutchies on this one, 2-0, so I got that one wrong. And Lille and Valencia duked it out to a 1-1 draw, which I got bang on the nose, boys. And as you can see, there's a whole sea of yellow faces out there with a couple of spots of red, which means I'm in the top banana. Yes, it's been a while. I can put my prediction crown back on because I'm in the top spot once again. But anyone else joining me in the top banana? Let's have a little look, shall we? We had these predictions. We had a whole host. Football Planet, he did all right for himself. A lot of you guys were in the straight face gang, like LG and Cow here, straight face gang. Football Cricket, also in the straight face club. Hogula, aka Fresh Tea, also in the straight face gang. Andreas, he's in the straight face club as well. What is this? Was is this? Oh my goodness me. Nightmare Seeker with a big fat thumbs up. Yannick Bustler, straight face gang. No code drinker with a straight face gang. Bas Havinga, Denzel Tan. Bas Havinga with a straight face club. Denzel Tan in the top banana as well. Moving forward, we are QPR, straight face club. Blumbo Tough, straight face club. Aldi or Petra, straight face gang as well. Russell Frosty's with us. I'm going to just mention you here because you didn't put all of them, so I couldn't really give you a criteria. But looking at your things, you would have got 2 out of 4 on that one. Keaton Zamurli with a top banana on that bad boy. Pop Legit, straight face club. Mohamed Nuru, straight face club. Luka Djurkic, straight face gang. Shawmy with straight face gang. Adam Celtic, straight face gang as well. And Devante Capri, same sort of deal. He only predicted a few of them. So I'm not going to give him too much of a shout out. But anyway, that is match day number 3. My picks, your picks. See how you guys got on as well. So let's get a look, folks. And get all over it. I've got to do a bit of retweeting action here because something weird has just happened. So bear with me. Bear with. I'll be right there. Oh my goodness, my big fat fingerlings. So yes, FM20 has just been released, so that's why I'm all a little bit on edge, because I'm supposed to be making videos on that bad boy. But anyway, let's take a look at this current state of flux in the Champions League with the after match day number 3. PSG lead the way with Real Madrid hot on the heels out in Group A. Bayern München and Tottenham Hotspur lead the way over in Group B, so they seem to have turned it around, Spurs, so far. Welcome, LG and Cal. Hello, Jose Harris. Into Group C, City and Zagreb lead the way. Shakhtar Donetsk, though, just a little bit outside it on goal difference. Juventus and Atlético top the table out in Group D with 7 points on the board for them. Into Group E we go as Napoli and Liverpool finally in the top 2, but they could even regain top spot this week as they take on Genk over at Anfield in what could be a very, very difficult game. So that is Group E. Over in Group F, it's Barcelona and Inter Milan in a very, very tight group. Borussia Dortmund hot on the heels, though, on goal difference. Into Group G we go. It's Leipzig and Zenit St. Petersburg, currently top 2 out in Group G. Luna's all excited about the old Champions League. She's excited about Football Manager 2020 as well. Out in Group H, it is Ajax and Chelsea leading the way on 6 points out of 6. Sorry, 6 points out of 9. Now, this is the matches that are going to be happening. Luna. Come on, girlie. Come on, girlie. She's all excited. She can't wait for the weekend because we got Blackburn Rovers up against Sheffield Wednesday on the Twitch watch along. So make sure you come in there and check that out on the weekend. But anyway, we are here to talk about match day number 4 out in the Champions League. And we're going to kick it off out in Group A. Make sure you get your picks in nice and early. We are talking PSG up against Bruges. Now, these games take place on the 6th and the 5th of November. So make sure you check those bad boys out. So here they are. So get your pictures in nice and early. So, let's talk about the first one out in Group A. Now, the recent record, obviously, they just played each other last time out, and PSG did batter Bruges 5-0 over in Belgium. But the French champions come into this 5 wins on the spin, whereas Bruges come into this with just the 1 win out of the past 3 games. The bookmakers on this one, they see this going in favour of, obviously, Paris Saint-Germain, 7-1 on, 20-1 for Bruges, 13-2 is the draw. What have I got on this bad boy? I'll tell you in just a second. I want to have a quick look at the form books going into this. Obviously, Bruges have started the campaign not too bad. 2 points out of a possible 9. A win for them could see him jump into the top 2 spots, but we'll have to see if that's going to happen or not. What do you guys got for me in the chat? We have a couple. Ralph Jarrett joins us as well. Welcome. Fozzie Majala with a 4-1 win for PSG. Jaden Cook's gone with PSG as well. 3-1. LG and Cow joins him as well with a 3-0. So is Ralph Jarrett with a 3-0 win for the PSG boys. And Essaman, the big fella, Eshariman. I'm going to have to get practice. He's the one with a 4-1 win for PSG. And Zero Central with a 3-1 win for PSG. My little things popped on the other side. I'm actually going to go with a 3-0, big fat 3-0 win for PSG on this bad boy to snatch it. Meanwhile, same group. Probably a massive one to decide who will join PSG into the next round. It is Real Madrid up against Galatasaray. Now, the odds on this one for the bookmakers. We have 11-2 on for Real Madrid, 14-1 for Galatasaray, 6-1 is the draw on this one. Coming into this. They played each other a whole host of times over the years, going back to 2013, at least 6 times. 5 wins for Real Madrid, 1 win for Galatasaray, 0 draws. That win for Galatasaray was back in 2013 in Turkey. It was a 3-2 final score back in the day. Now, coming into this, though, Galatasaray have lost back-to-back matches. That includes the defeat against Real Madrid and also to Besiktas last time out. They will play prior to this, but we'll have to wait and see. As for Real Madrid, they do come into this 3 wins at the past 4 games, so pretty decent form. Luna's still all over me. She wants to get my attention, but she's just going to have to hang tight. What you guys got for me in the chat? Well, we got Eshawan, we got you already. Ralph Jarrett with a 3-2 win for Galatasaray. Is something sucks. 1-0 win for Galatasaray. Fozumi Jala with a 2-2 draw. Zero Central with a 5-0 win for Real Madrid. And Jaden Cook with a 2-0 win for Real Madrid. They need a win, because if they get the win, they'll go up to 7 points. They won't outdo PSG this week. They'll get a little bit closer, though, as those two will meet towards the end of this group. I'm actually going to go with a 2-0 win for Real Madrid to get themselves back into contention for top 2 and maybe even break away from the chasing pack. It's Blank Sucks with a 1-0 win for Galatasaray as well. Into Group B we go, and it is Bayern Leverkusen. Sorry, I've got that one wrong. It is Bayern München. Let me just switch them around. Up against Olympiakos over in Munich. Now, they played each other 3 times going back to 2015, and it's all been Bayern München. They've won 3 of them. Ishir Aran Spatharantam has gone with a 1-0 win for Madrid. Hello, Kim Sanderson. You're here and you're live right on the channel. So, Bayern München played Olympiakos 3 times over the years, and they've won all of them. The last time that they did play in Germany was a 4-0 win back in 2015. The scorers on the day, Douglas Costa, Lewandowski got himself a goal, Muller, and Kingsley Coman for Bayern. They come into this winning all 3 of their previous Champions League games this year. Olympiakos just a 1 point so far, but they did drew with Spurs back in the day. So make sure you get your picks in nice and early for this one. The bookmakers odds on this one, what do we got? This is also on Wednesday, the 6th of November. 8-1 on for Bayern, 18-1 for Olympiakos, 15-2 the draw. What you guys got for me in the chat? Where do we go? We start with Raphael Barrett, 3-2 victory for the Germans. Isharan's gone with a 1-0 win for Real Madrid. On that one, he's decided to change his mind. Jaden Cook with a 1-1 draw. LG and Cal with a 5-1 win for Bayern. Isharan with a 4-1 win for Bayern. Forzuma Jala with a 3-1 win. Zero Central with a 4-2 win for Bayern. No one's siding with Olympiakos. The best we've got is a Jaden Cook 1-1 draw. So if you are predicting live here on the chat, make sure you get your predictions also in the comment section down below so we can feature them next time out. For me, I'm going big as well. I'm going 4-1 win, demolition for Bayern. Obviously, what did they put past Spurs? Was it 7 a couple of weeks back? Yes, Rory Pops joined us later to the show with a 1-0 win for Olympiakos. Question mark. We'll have to see what he says on that one. Next up, we have Red Star Belgrade up against Tottenham Hotspur over in Belgrade. Obviously, last time out, Spurs put 5 past them over in London. They come into this, though, Spurs on a bit of a wonky form. Just the 1 win of the past 5 games. 3 defeats in that cluster as well. All competitions and all venues. Meanwhile, Red Star come into this 4 wins out of 5. That 1 loss it was against Spurs at London. Make sure you get your picks in. The bookmakers odds on this one. This takes place on... also Wednesday. 9-2 for Red Star. 15-8 on for Tottenham. 70-5 the draw. I'm actually siding with Spurs on this one. 2-1 win in the end to give themselves a bump. But I should jump in there, take a little look at yours before I should have revealed that. Elgin Cow with a 1-1 draw. Raphael Jarrett with a 3-1 win. Russell Frost, 3-2 win for Spurs. Jaden Cook with a 2-0 win. Fonzuma Jala with a 3-2 win for Spurs. Kim Sanderson go in the previous one. 4-0 win for Bayern. Rory Pop, 4-3 for Belgrade. Sharian's gone with a 2-0 win for Red Star to give themselves a boost. Obviously, Red Star coming to this 3 points on the board. A win for them. They'll see them leapfrog Spurs into second spot. I don't think anything could change that. So a win for Red Star. They'll go second. Any more? Kim Sanderson with a 2-1 win for Spurs. Zero Central with a 1-0 win for Belgrade. We've got mine because I jumped the gun a little bit. Moving forward, we've got Dinamo Zagreb up against Shakhtar Donetsk. This is over in Group C. Zagreb and Donetsk both have 4 points so far out of a possible 9. They're trying to break away to see who can be the second team in this group. Atalanta have got it all to do. They need a win against Manchester City, or they've got to basically rely on other hopes, other results. They've lost all 3 of their other games. They're on 0 points. They're going to have to win the next 3 if they're going to have any chance in this one, because I think a win for Dinamo or a win for Shakhtar would be 7 points, which would put them out of reach. And I don't think they're going to get anything out of the Manchester City game. So next up, Zagreb against Donetsk. They played each other 3 times over the years, going back to 2008. It's been 3 victories for Donetsk 2 wins out of the past 3 and 1 draw. That draw was last time out over in the Ukraine. It was a 2-2 draw on this one. The bookmakers odds. What you got on this one? Bookmakers odds. I'm always looking at the wrong place. 6-5 for Zagreb. 21-10 for Donetsk. 5-2 is the draw on this one. What you guys got for me in the chat? We do have a couple picks. Raphael's gone with a 2-3 victory for Donetsk. Elgin with a 2-1 win for Zagreb. Rory Pop's gone with a 2-1 win for Shakhtar. Fonzumajala with a 2-2 draw as well on this bad boy. Coming into this, though, the form book, they've both got similar records. They're unbeaten in 4, both of these two sides. However, Donetsk have drawn their last 2, including the game against Zagreb last time out. Zagreb have won 3 at the past 4. Jaden Cook with a 1-1 draw for Zumajan with a 2-2 draw. Esharan with a 2-0 win for Zagreb. For me, I'm joining Esharan with a Zagreb victory. I'm going 2-1 in the end. Kim Sanderson's also gone with Donetsk this time with a 2-0 win. Away from home, skis. That's, moving forward, we've got Atalanta up against Manchester City, also in Group C. City so far, 3 wins out of 3, 100% record. Just the 1 goal conceded. Scored 10 along the way. So looking good. However, Atalanta come into this on the back of a bit of a barnstorm, and they put 7 past Udinese. They did draw with Napoli just last night. Before that, they did get spanked by Manchester City over at the Etihad. City come to this winning 4 games on the spin. They did lose to Wolves 5 games back, 2-0 at home. So this game is over in Italy. So bear that in mind. They played each other just the one time, and we already know that result. That was last time out on in the Champions League. Going into this, the bookmakers odds, they go 92 for Atalanta, 147 on for Manchester City, 4-1 the draw. Obviously, 100% record for Manchester City so far. An Atalanta victory would change the whole flux of this group. We have some picks in the house. Kim Sanderson, nope, you're not there. Raphael Jarrett, 3-2 win for Atalanta. Russell Foss with a 3-1 win for City. LG and Cow's on City as well, same score. And Jaden Cook with a 5-0 win. Kim Sanderson is in there with a 3-0 win for City. Sharan's gone with a 3-2 victory for City, 5 goals in it. David Angaru's gone with a 4-1 win for City. And Fonsu Majala with a 2-1 win for Atalanta. So some Atalanta fans out there, I'm actually going with a 3-2 win for Atalanta to nick it and get 3 points and get back into contention to get out of this group. They are probably the second strongest team in this group, but they don't look like it. 1 points as it stands. Into Group D we go. It is Juve. They're dominating it at the moment. They take on Lokomotiv Moscow in Russia. Mother Russia. They duked it out over the years. Just the one time. That was last time out over in Turin with a 2-1 win for Juve. Coming into this, Juventus have won 4 of the past 5. They did draw with Lecce on the weekend. They did beat Genoa last time out. Moscow have lost 3 of the past 5, including the defeat against Juventus and also against Spartak Moscow last time out over in the Russian league. Coming into this, the bookmakers odds. They go 92 for Moscow, 10-6 on for Juventus, 29-10 the draw. What you guys got for me in the chat? What have Moscow got at the moment? They have 3 points. A win for them, put them on 6. A win for Juventus, they'll be out of the woods and plain sailing onto the knockout stages. I think I'll put them on 10 points. It could very well do. 10 points could do it, especially if Atlético Madrid match their result against Bayern. They would put them both through to the knockout stage with 2 games left. How comfortable will that be? What you guys got for me in the chat? We have a couple of predictions. We have Raphael with a 3-1 win for Juve. Elgin Kazgon with Juve as well, 2-1 in the end. Jaden Cook, 2-1 win for the Moscow boys. Zero Centrals playing catch up with the 2-0 win for Atalanta. He's also picked Dinamo Kiev over Shakhtar. Mendal's gone with a 2-1 win for Juve. Fonsu Majala with a 2-1 win for Moscow. Zero Central with a 4-0 win for Juventus as well. For me, I'm actually going with Juve on this one, I think. No, I'm not. Surprise, spoiler alert, I've gone with a 1-1 draw. Can't remember I picked that one. Why am I going with a 1-1 draw? You tell me. I think it's because it's a long trip for them. They're playing a whole host of fixtures this week over in Italy. Obviously, they played on Saturday or Sunday. They played midweek. They play again this weekend. So 3 games crammed into this. Then they're going to have to travel out to Russia. I think they'll perform. They'll get a result, but not the best performance. It's okay, Favor Peter Favor, welcome to the gang. A Sharon with a 2-1 win for Moscow. You're not late, you're just, you're making an entrance. So welcome to the gang, welcome. So Bayer Leverkusen will be taking on Atletico Madrid in the other game out in Group D. Now this is win or bust for Bayer Leverkusen. I expected them to be a little bit competitive coming into this. They've played each other a good bunch of times over the years, going back to 2010, with 3 victories for Atletico Madrid, 1 win for Leverkusen, 2 draws along the way. Leverkusen's last victory over Atletico Madrid was over in Germany. It was back in 2015. It was a 1-0 win. The goal scorer on that day was Hakan Çalhanoğlu on the 57th minute. Coming into this, though, Leverkusen have just the 1 game won at the past 5. That was against Paderborn in the Bundesliga last time out. Madrid, though, on the flip side, unbeaten at least 5 games. However, three of those are draws. But they do come into this 2 wins at the past 3. They did draw against Alaves again this weekend, or this midweek, should I say. The bookmakers' odds on this sucker. What do we got? This is the last game for Wednesday night. And it is 70-10 for Leverkusen, 70-10 for Atlético Madrid, 21-10 to draw. Very, very fine margins on this one. So it could go either way. Obviously, Leverkusen come to this 0 points on the board. A win for them will get back into contention, put them on 3 points. It would stop the Atlético Madrid train from qualifying. And then it would make those final couple of games more interesting for the rest of Group D. So what you guys got for me here is Shawan's got with a 2-1 win for Moscow. Yep. Rafael Jarrett with a 2-1 win for Atlético. Favor Peter with a 2-0 win for Madrid. Zero Central with a 3-2 win for Madrid. Fazuma Jala with a 2-1 win for Leverkusen. Mendel Berry Smith with a 2-2 draw. Shawan with a 2-0 win for Madrid on this one. I'm actually going with the Leverkusen boys if there are anyone out there for Leverkusen. Yes, Fazuma Jala and me on the same wavelength here today. 2-1 win. I think they'll nick it. I think they'll pip them. Their form book is not great. But Atletico Madrid need a bit of stopping. So that will make this group a little bit lively as well, going into the final couple of games. It will obviously put Juventus against Atletico Madrid, and that game will matter more when that comes around. But it'll also give the game against Moscow and against Leverkusen so much more value to it as well. David Algaru has gone with a 2-1 win for Madrid on this one, so he's also joining in with the party. So that is out in Group D. Moving forward into Group E. Any Liverpool fans in the house? Well, this is your point. This is where you'll start to take control of this group. 4-1 win last time out. Liverpool put a barnstorming performance over in Belgium. Now, coming into this, Genk have actually just won 1 game out of the past 4. Liverpool, on the flip side, have only won 2 out of the past 4. They did draw last time out. Did anybody see that game last night in the English Cup, the Carabao Cup? 5-5 thriller. Holy stonkers. I didn't see it, but I was keeping up to date with it on Twitter. What a to and fro that game was. Goals galore. And it was a flipping a youth setup as well. A lot of these young kids giving it a run out, so it was an absolute belter. Russell Foster's already in there. Fazuma Jalov as well. We'll take a look at your picks in just a second. Into Wednesday's games, 14-1 on for Liverpool, 33-1 for Genk. Long shots, 9-1 the draw on this one. Genk come into this, 1 point on the board, a win for them. They'll go up to 3rd, potentially. Win for Liverpool, they could go top of the pops with 9 points. Obviously, they're on 6th at the moment, in 2nd spot behind Napoli. We'll have a look at what they got in a minute. So, yes, take a look at your picks. Russell Foster with a 4-1 win for Liverpool. Fazuma Jalal's gone big, 7-1 over Genk. LG with a 4-0 win as well. Shawan with a 2-1 win for Genk. He's got a bit of a surprise. Put some money on that bad boy. You might get yourself a little bit of a bargain. David Angaru with a 4-0 win for Liverpool. Mendel Blyer Smith, 3-1 win for Liverpool. And Zero Central with a 3-0 win. Realistically, you cannot see anything but a Liverpool win. I'm going 4-0 as well, joining LG and Cow and David Angaru with those big bad boy 4-0 wins in it. Moving forward, it is Napoli up against Salzburg. A difficult game, this one. Probably one of the more difficult ones we've seen so far. Coming into this, the bookmakers' odds on this one is 6-5 on for Napoli, 14-5 for Salzburg, 3-1 the draw. Previous records, they played each other 3 times over the past few years. The Europa League last season, where Napoli have won twice, and Salzburg have won once. Obviously, last time out in Salzburg, it was a 3-2 victory for Napoli. But the last time that these two sides did play in Italy, it went in favour of the Serie A team. They won 3-0 back in 2009 in the Europa League. Looks like it was a knockout stage as well. Milik, Ruiz, and an own goal from Jerome Ungore. Have you got any predictions for this bad boy? Where are we sitting at the moment? So Napoli have 7 points on the board. Red Bull have 3. Obviously, they must have beaten Genk along the way. They've lost to Liverpool, and they've also lost to Napoli along the way. We have a couple of picks. Fazuma Jala with a 3-2 win for Salzburg. LG and Kaz got a 3-2 win for Salzburg. They are the romantics of this tournament. They've got some very, very good young players that could go to bigger clubs in January and in the summer. Rafael Jarrett with a 1-1 draw. Zero Central with a 1-1 draw. Sharan with a 3-2 victory for Napoli on this one. You've got to talk a little bit of sense on this one because, yes, it's easy to get lost away with the romanticness of this story and seeing these young boys do very, very well. David Angara with a 2-2 draw. But you got to realistically go with it. Napoli are going to snatch it on a 2-1 win over in Italy. Mendel with a Biosmith with a 2-2 draw in it. A lot of you boys are siding with Salzburg and the draws. But I realistically think Napoli are going to break away now with Liverpool. They will still be top of the pops. They'll put them on 10 points. They'll be on 9. And then it looks like it's pretty much home and dry. Mathematically, Red Bull could still catch them, but Genk would be out. Moving forward into Group F, it is Barcelona taking on Slavia Prague this week over at the Camp Nou. They played each other obviously last time out. That's the only record. It was a 2-1 win for Barcelona in the end on that one. Coming into this, Barcelona have won 5 games on the spin. Prague have won 3 out of the past 4. The only defeat was that against Barcelona on their own turf. So they're going to Spain this week. The bookmakers' odds, they see nothing but a Barcelona win here. 7-1 on, 18-1 for Prague, 30-2. The draw. What you guys got for me on this one? Mendel Smith, Rafael Jarrett straight out of the box with a 4-0 win for Barcelona. A win for Barcelona would put them on 10 points. Prague would be out. It won't. I don't think it will. The only way it would put them on 5 points. No, they cannot. They cannot get themselves through 100% Barcelona. They'll have to play again. But if they win, they'll be on 10 points. They'll be looking over their shoulders though with the Dortmund Inter Milan game. See who comes out on top on that one. Furthermore, yeah, we got Zero Central with a 4-1 win for Barcelona. Fozzy Mujala with a 3-1 win. LG Cal with a 2-1 win for Slavia Prague. So he's been swayed. He's been swayed on that one. Mendel Biosmith with a 3-1 win for Barcelona. Shaman with a 5-0 win for Barcelona. And David Angaru with a 3-0 win. For me, going to go with a 4-1 win. I'm going to give them a goal. It might be too little too late on this one. So we'll... I'll give them a bit of something to get excited about, but ultimately 4-1 demolition ain't going to be anything but for me. Moving forward, we do have Dortmund up against Inter Milan. This is probably one of the games of the weekend. Obviously, last time out, Inter Milan did put 2 past them, 2-0 win over at in Milan in Italy. Coming into this, Milan have won 3 of the past 4 games. Drawing against Spal, I believe, last time out over in Italy. On the weekend, they did beat Brescia yesterday 2-1. Coming into this, though, Dortmund have won. They've just lost once at the past 5. 2 draws in that mix, plus wins over Gladbach twice, both in the cup and they played in the cup last night, and then also in the Bundesliga a couple weeks back on this bad boy. With bookmakers' odds, this one's going to be interesting. Very, very fine margins. I expect 90-20 on for Dortmund, 11-4 for Inter Milan, 5-2 the draw. So Dortmund are favourites coming into this on their own turf. A win for either side will put them on 7 points. Potentially could go level with Barcelona, but I expect them to obviously to break away with the win over Prague. So what do you guys got for me on this tight one? We got Rafael Jarrett with a 2-2 draw, Shaman with a 2-1 win for Inter Milan, LG and Cal with a 2-1 win for Inter Milan. Same scoreline for Vazuma Jala and Zero Sancho, all going with Inter Milan 2-1 in the end. Mendel Biosmith with a 1-1 draw. I've got a very good soft spot for German football, especially at home because it's affordable for the fans. The atmosphere is electric and all this kind of stuff. I think that's going to sway Dortmund's way. I think they're going to at least get a point out of this one. So it'll be a 2-2 draw. I think Conte's doing a fantastic job at Inter Milan as well. I hope on high hope they do break up the Juventus dominance at the top of Serie A. So these are points split, which will be 5 points on the board each. And it'll be a very, very interesting climax. I'd probably put Inter Milan favourites to get that second spot behind Barcelona in this one. But did I get you, Mendel Biosmith, with a 1-1 draw in the end? Moving into group, what are we in at? Group G. This is the wide open group. 3 points separate bottom from top on this one. Zenit St. Petersburg taking on Leipzig this weekend over in Russia. Obviously, they played each other a couple of times over the years. 3 times going back to 2018. 2 wins for Leipzig, 1 draw along the way. That draw was last time they played in Russia. It was a 1-1 draw last season. Again, in the knockout phases for the Europa League, it was a 1-1 draw. Bookmakers' odds on Zenit against Leipzig, 31-20 for the home team, 8-5 for the away team, 5-2 the draw. Actually, no phone service, boy. I love Edinburgh trams. Sorry, buddy. Well, now you're giving me away where you are in the world. I finally know where you are in the world. I thought you were somewhere else, buddy. But Edinburgh. Well. Lovely, lovely city. Probably one of my top 5 cities in the world. Edinburgh's up there. I do enjoy London as well, but Edinburgh's up there. Edinburgh is fantastic. Safe as houses. Good food. Good pubs. Good everything. But yes, no service on the trams. Rafael Jarrett with a 2-1 win for Leipzig. Shaman with a 3-1 win for Leipzig. Fonsi Majala with a 5-4 win for Zenit. Zero Sancho with a 0-0 draw on this one. Zenit, a win could put them top of the pops. In fact, they'll leapfrog Leipzig on this one. So pressure is on there. And Mendel Biosmith with a 2-2 draw. You cannot separate the two sides. A lot of you guys sticking with the draw. I'm going with a 2-1 win for Zenit. And again, that will push them top of the pops. 7 points, no questions, unless Leon puts 6 past Benfica. I don't do it. Zero Central is over in Belfast. Yeah, is Belfast up there? I've not been to Belfast. I've not been to Belfast. I've not been to Northern Ireland. I'd love to go over there. I'd love to, obviously in the USA now, so it's difficult. I should have really taken advantage of it when living in the UK. It's on my list. It's on my bucket list, and hopefully we're going to do some European travel again soon, maybe in the next year or so. LG with a 2-1 win for Leipzig. Keaton Zamoni with a 3-1 win for Leipzig on this one. Raphael Jarrett with a 3-2 win. He's already on it. Brussels is a quality city. Love Brussels. Love Brussels. Love Belgium. In fact, love Belgium. Period. I've been to Antwerp, Bruges. Where else have I been in Belgium? I used to live in Belgium when I was this big, tiny wee nipper. Anyhow, so next up we have Lyon up against Benfica on this bad boy. The recent record over the years, they played each other a few times going back to 2010. 3 wins for Lyon, 2 wins for Benfica. Let's take a look at the last few games over in France. They played each other twice in France. 2 victories for Lyon on this one, 3-2 in 2016, 2-0 win back in 2010. Goal scorer on that day, Jimmy Vairant for Lyon and Lisandro Lopez for them as well. The bookmakers odds evens for Lyon's 5-2 for Benfica, 13-5 for the draw. What you guys got for me in the chat? Well, we'll take a look at the tables at the minute. Lyon have 4 points. Benfica have 3. A win for Benfica could potentially push them top of the table, but they'll need like a good goal swing. Fact, no, it can't. They cannot go top of the table because they would get 6 points, but either Leipzig or Zenit will get some points as well. If Zenit get 3, they go to 7. If Leipzig get a draw, they're on 7, if you know what I mean. We got some picks. Raphael Jarrett with a 3-2 win for Lyon. Shaman was gone with a 2-0 win for Lyon as well. Zero Central 1-0 win for Lyon. Mendel Biosmith with a 1-0 win for Benfica. Fonzuma Jar's gone with an 8-goal stinker. 4-4 in the end. Did I give you the odds? I'm sure I gave you the odds. I'm actually going to go with a 3-0 win for Lyon on this one. They look good over in France. Not top draw, but they're up there. LG with a 1-1 draw as well. Cannot separate the two sides for him. Again, you guys, make sure you get your comments in the old comment section, your predictions in the comment section down below, so we can have a little look at them a little bit later on. Moving on to Chelsea up against Ajax over in Group H, the final group now. What we got, the previous 2 encounters going back to 2010. 3-1 win back in 2010 for Ajax. A 1-0 win last time out over in Dutchland, and that was a couple of weeks back. So this one's over in London. The bookmakers odds on this one, evens for Chelsea, 5-2 for Ajax, 27-10 for the draw. Chelsea obviously 6 points out of 6. Ajax 6 points out of 6. I can smell this one being a bit of a tricky one for Chelsea. It's not a. They did beat Ajax last time out, but it was only fine margins. What was it? What did I say? Was it a 1-0 win? Yeah, fine margins in the end. I think Ajax will try and dig their heels in. I can't remember what I put, but I don't think Chelsea will lose this one. I think they'll at least get a draw. Raphael Jarrett's on the draw. Scopes is going with a 2-2 draw. Russell Foster with a 2-0 win for Chelsea. Elgin Cow's going with a 2-2 draw. Zero Central with a 2-1 win for Chelsea. Keaton Zamurley's going with a victory for Ajax, 3-2. Mike Mendel Biosmith's gone for Ajax as well. Sharon's going with a 2-0 win for Chelsea on this one. Coming into this, Fonzuma Jala's not a Chelsea fan. He's gone Chelsea 2, Ajax 1. Coming into this, though, obviously Chelsea will take on Watford next this weekend. They need to bounce back after their loss against United in the Cup. For me, I'm actually going to go, hang on a minute, I pressed the wrong button. I'm actually going to go with a 3-1 win. That's right, Chelsea will get 3 points and 3 goals. Put them on 9 points in the group. Look to be home and dry. They would be home and dry, I think, if Lille were to take a victory against Valencia. That's the next game. It's the final game, actually, coming into this. Lille up against Valencia over in Spain. So Serie A up against Ligue 1. They played each other 5 times over the years, going back to 2009. 3 victories for Valencia, 2 draws, 0 wins for Lille. Obviously, they played each other last time out. It was a 1-1 draw. The last time they did play each other over in Spain, it was a 2-0 win back in 2012. It was also in the Champions League. Jonas, not the brothers, but one of them, scored both goals in that game. The bookmakers' odds on this one, 78-100 on for Valencia, 19-5 for Lille, 5-2 the draw. Lille coming to this with just a 1 point so far. That was the draw. A win for them would get them back into the thick of things, put them up to 4 points, and potentially have a little outside shot to get into those knockout stages. But realistically, if they lose, they're doomed, I believe. They'll be doomed. What you guys got in the chat? We have a few pickaroonies. Fonzuma Jala straight out of the box with a 2-1 win for Valencia. Eshara's gone with a 2-1 win for Lille. Raphael Jarrett with a 1-1 draw. Everyone's got their own opinion. Everyone's siding differently. Keaton Zamurley with a 3-1 win for Valencia. Zero Central with a 4-0 win for Valencia. Mendel Biosmith with a 2-0 win for Lille. I don't see it. I cannot see anything but a result for Valencia here. 2-0 win to take 3 points. That'll put them up to 7, and they'll be looking over their shoulders at Chelsea and Ajax to see what happens there. Because if there's a draw between Chelsea and Ajax, that'll put them, all 3 of them, on 7 points, going into the final 2 match days. So that, my friends, are my predictions for matchday number 4. If you have any other football questions you want to fire at me, get them in the comment section or the chat section right here, right now, and I'll answer them after I wrap up the tables and all that kind of stuff. So, let's take a little look. LG Cal with a 2-1 win for Lyon, or Lille. Kim Sanderson's gone with a 2-0 win for the Spanish outfit as well. But let's just say, all my predictions would have come true. This is what the tables would look like at the end of match day number 4. PSG would be leading the way with Real Madrid. They would, in fact, well, PSG will be through. Real Madrid will be close to being through, but they'll have to wait. Bayern will be through as well. Tottenham Hotspur would have to play the waiting game as well. So we'd have a couple of teams through. Meanwhile, over in Group C, I do have Manchester City slipping up, so they'll have to play the waiting game, despite dominating this group so far. Zagreb will be in second spot. Meanwhile, over in Group D, Juventus and Atlético Madrid would be very, very close to going through, but they would also have to play the waiting game. Into group, what is this now? Group E, Napoli would be just about dry. In fact, they would be there. They'd be over the hump. Liverpool, though, would have to, they have mathematically could still be caught by Salzburg if they were to win the next 2 games and Liverpool lose, goal swing and all that. But they'll be pretty much home and dry. Moving forward, we have Group F, Barcelona would be through, it looks like. Or would it? Or would it? They'd be on the cusp. Meanwhile, Inter Milan and Dortmund will be duking out for second spot. Into Group, what do we have here? Group G. We do have Lyon, St. Petersburg, both on 7 points. Leipzig will be in there on 6. Benfica will be on 3. And then Group, the final one, Group H, Chelsea will be top of the pops. Still have to wait and duke it out. Valencia will be in second, and Ajax will be in third. I think that is pretty much it. Just a bit of an update for next week, the live shows. It's back to normal, I think. Monday will be Premier League show. Tuesday will be Championship. There will be nothing on Thursday because it's not Champions League. It'll be games. The games will be going on. So you'll be watching Europa League and all that kind of stuff. So there's a couple of questions in the chat. And also this Saturday, internet permitting, we'll be live watching Blackburn Rovers up against Sheffield Wednesday. Must win game for Rovers on this one. So we need a win because we could be losing our manager. With all the drama. So what you guys got for me in these questions? Have you visited Shrewsbury? I'm a Barnsley fan, living in exile in Shropshire. Have I been to Shrewsbury? I have not been to Shrewsbury. I would love to go to Shrewsbury. I love England. You do miss it when you're not there. There's a lot of historical stuff going on, and get to that age where I do appreciate a lot of stuff. Can another English club win it again? Champions League? Yes, they can. I think Manchester City and Liverpool both have real good shots at this. Chelsea, I don't think they're good enough. They'll compete. They'll get to the knockout stages. Spurs will get there as well, but I don't think they'll do it. But yes, they can. I think it could be back-to-back English teams. It could be City's year. Zero Central, will you do Europa League? The Europa League predictions will be out tomorrow. I've already recorded them. They're not live, but they'll be popping up tomorrow. So make sure you check that sucker out. I'm betting against Man City, Atlanta win upset, putting a big money on Atalanta. If you get it, you know what? You should buy me a Coke, like a drink. You owe me if Atalanta win, because it's like 33-1 on. If you put a bit of chunk change on that. I'm a Manchester City fan. You're batting against City, and you're a Manchester City fan. Whoa, the West Indies. Now that's a place I want to go. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go over there, check it out. In the tropical sunshine, man. Have a nice little relaxation time out in the Windies. Watch a bit of cricket, that sort of stuff. Raphael, you're talking my language, buddy. So yeah, that's it. That's all your questions fired up, answered. I'll be back tomorrow, not live, but the Europa League show will be up there. I'll be live Twitter, when I say Twitter, I mean Twitch. There is a link down below to my Twitch platform. Check that sucker out. Be there Saturday. Kickoff time, I don't know what it is, wherever you are in the world. It is 3 p.m. in the UK. It's 11 a.m. for me out in the US. So the West Indies fella, Raphael, is probably around the similar time for you. Anyway, folks, I'm going to get out of here. Make sure you give this video some loving. Let's try and get 50 likes on this sucker. Or maybe even 75. Maybe push for 75 likes on this bad boy. And then see how we get on next week. Obviously, the games don't take place till next week. What about Crvena Cup predictions? I don't do them because it just gives... It's so much football going on. I might do... You know what? I've got something up my sleeve I'm working on. It's very, very exciting if it all works out. I'll do something with the Crvena Cup if it happens. It's kind of weird, so just stay tuned. So the only way to find out... And I'll do the same thing for the FA Cup. If this thing pans out and what I'm working on behind the scenes... I'll do FA Cup predictions with this some sort of special show stuff. It'll be a big master thing. I don't know whether it'll be on YouTube or Twitch. It'll be live, but it'll be a bit of a crazy thing if it happens. So the only way to find out is make sure you smash the subscribe, smash the notifications on, and you'll be the first to know. Anyway, Zero Central, Kim Sanderson, and everyone else, I'll see you all very, very soon. Give this video some loving, and I'll see ya on the next. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.